In the thriving heart of Yorubaland, where the dense forest was a labyrinth of ancient secrets, the OSUN River flowed with a mystical grace, its waters believed to have healing and protective powers. Named after the goddess OSUN, a deity of fertility and water, the river was a sanctuary not just of wildlife but of spiritual purity. Aduki, a spirited and curious girl from the village of Ede, felt an inexplicable pull towards the river's gentle murmurs that seemed to whisper directly to her heart. Her grandmother had often told her tales of the goddess, describing how the waters reflected the mood of OSUN herself, sometimes tranquil, other times tempestuous. One fateful evening, as the sun cast its last golden glow over the horizon, Adiki noticed an unusual shimmer on the water's surface. This was the night before the annual Osun Osogbo festival, a time when the village buzzed with preparations and the air thrummed with the energy of anticipation. Compelled by a mixture of intrigue and a dash of youthful defiance, Aduki followed the ethereal glow that danced upon the water, leading her away from the familiar paths trodden by the villagers. The deeper into the forest she ventured, the more the ambient sounds of wildlife faded into a profound silence, punctuated only by the rhythmic sound of her own footsteps and the increasingly articulate whispers of the river. Her journey took her to an ancient grove, veiled in a mist that seemed to sparkle with minuscule droplets of light. In the center, where the river pooled around a venerable tree adorned with offerings from past pilgrimages, colorful cloths, beads, and brass ornaments, the water glowed intensely. It was here that the apparition appeared. The figure was draped in a flowing white garment, with a vibrant array of beads encircling her neck, radiant and undoubtedly the goddess Osun. Aduki, she addressed the girl, her voice as fluid as the waters that bore her form. The river has chosen you to lift the curse placed upon it. Startled yet captivated, Aduk listened as Osun described the poison seeping into the river's veins, placed by those who feared the power it bestowed upon the village. By the next full moon, you must cleanse the river with the sacred kola nut, found only in the deepest part of the forest, guarded by the python of the ancestors, Osun instructed. With a heart both heavy and exhilarated, Aduk returned to her village at dawn. She sought the wisdom of Baba Ade, the village healer, who gifted her a charm of protection crafted from rare herbs and whispered blessings. The forest will test your resolve, Aduk. Trust in the signs Osun provides, he advised. Her quest led her through the untamed parts of the forest, where sunlight barely touched the ground. She encountered creatures of lore, and each night she retold the river's plight to them, gaining their allegiance through her sincerity and bravery. Days later, Aduk found herself before the ancient python, its scales shimmering with the hues of the forest. Remembering Baba Ade's words, she sang a hymn of the river, an old lullaby her grandmother had taught her, meant to soothe the spirits of the water. Recognizing the purity of her intentions, the python relinquished its guard over the sacred kola nut. With the full moon illuminating her path, Aduke raced back to the grove. Plunging the kola nut into the heart of the river, she watched as a surge of light erupted from the water, sweeping away the darkness of the poison. Life, vitality, and clarity returned to the Osun River, its waters once again a mirror of the goddess's grace. Aduk's return was met with jubilation. She was honored not just as a heroine but as a chosen guardian of the river. Under Osun's benevolent watch, Aduk led the festival each year, her story woven into the fabric of the village's legacy, a testament to the enduring bond between the people and the sacred river that whispered her name.